So this is the Snap and Go scooter. I just took it out of the back of my truck, and this is how I haul it around folded up. And one of the things that I've done is I've added a folding basket to the front. But let me show you how this unfolds and how the seat goes on, and I'll be on and off camera here a little bit as I grab things off the tailgate. So, and excuse the traffic, we're right off of the major thoroughfare into town. So you see, you step on that little foot pedal, and then that folds up. And so now I'm going to put together the seat post. And the seat post is retained. There's a little spring button here, and that's what keeps that from sliding out. Then you have to push it again, and there's an index key on each side. And then the seat just slips inside there and then folds up. So it also has armrests, which I don't have with me today, that slide into these sockets, and they can adjust in and out, and then they can tip up also. But I have them capped, and I don't use them that often. But this seat has a handle that allows this to pivot, and it locks into place. It also has a secondary seat that you can buy for it that's more like a travel seat, and it fits into the same. I bought my own. We'll set this off to the side. Oh, we got to release that. We'll put that back in. There is a knob on this side. I should have tightened it down. It would have stayed with it. But there's a travel seat, and there's I had to make a notch in the post. I don't have the one from the factory, but there's a pin inside here that runs all the way through. It's a 3/8 pin, and that indexes so that the seat doesn't swivel. It sits right down on top of it. And I have this one set up so that when I go shopping with my wife, that I set a little higher, and I'm almost eye level with her when we're shopping. And it works really well that way. I typically keep this one with me all the time. The other one is if I'm gonna really be spending some time riding around, but it sets lower. And so one of the things I wanted to show that I did change, and bear with me, I have to keep making sure that I've got everything focused on camera. I'm doing this myself. Okay, so when you get this, I added this here, this safety pin, and this is so that when I'm traveling, if I go on a plane, and if the engineers at Snap and Go are watching, this is handy. So there is a stop to keep this from sliding all the way through. But I drilled a hole through this mount and through the seat post, and now that can't come out. So when you're traveling and you go to get on the airplane, and when you go to fold this up, you need to kind of push the handlebars forward just a little bit. You'll see it, and then step on that, and then it folds. So you probably heard that lock in, and now that seat can't come out of there because it's pinned. So if you're on you check it at the gate, everything's there with you. And I since I've done that, I use that a lot. It makes a big difference. So I'll put that back together. Set that brake so it quits rolling around. And then just store that key, that pin, right back there so it's always where you need it. That index sits right in there. Now to turn it on, you got this button that turns the power to the battery on, and then you've got to push the button on the controller. Oh, I think I just turned the battery off. And it does have a light on it. I don't use the light very often, but it won't do anything because the brake is set. So let me adjust the camera, and I'll get some video of me riding it around. I'll raise it up a little bit. And it's got a speed selector that's 1, 2, and 3. I believe in 1 it goes up to 3 miles an hour. 2, I think it goes up to like 4.5, and 3, 7. And it does have a forward button and a reverse button, and it works really well. You've got a little horn. I wish there was a way to disconnect it. I'm constantly accidentally bumping it, and then people look at me like, what are you honking at me for? So just a little tiny thing. But let me go do some riding around here in this parking lot. And right now I've got it set in 3. Okay. So let me bring you up here a little closer and show you around it a bit. I did add a bag on the front, and I typically use that to put my car keys and my phone in when I'm riding, and it just Velcros over. And the other thing that I added, which I think really helps a lot, because it doesn't take up any space when it's folded up, and I can leave it on there all the time, is this expanding basket on the front. And so I can nest two 1 gallon jugs of milk or water in there, and they sit really nice next to each other. I also have a bag that I found that fits in there real nice too. So your controls, you've got your forward and your reverse. I have it locked so that disengages your throttle. If I undo the brake, then you can see with the lights on, the throttle will it'll go then. And then your foot pedal to raise and lower it. It does have a light on it, and I believe the horn is on the back of that light. And then you do have, and I'll turn it on so you can see it. So, did it come on? No. There we go. So, it does have a light on it, and then it does have a rear light. It's kind of hard to see right now with the angle that I'm at, but it does have the lights. I'll turn that off. And then the modification that I made here. Let me. Sorry, I got to start that over. I bumped my button on my phone and it stopped recording. So this is the modification that I made, and this little pin I picked up at the hardware store, and I just leave it there. And what I use it for, I mentioned before, is this seat post, this travel seat that I have. And so again, I just got this off of an old bicycle that was laying around. I did have to drill the hole, and I did have to cut the keyway in the bottom of that 3/8 pin here runs all the way through, and that keyway keeps the seat from spinning on you. So you can set it up so that it just stays in line with the scooter. But once again, so when I go to travel, if I go on a plane, or even if I keep it stored in the truck, what I did was I put this in place, and then I just drilled right through it. And now that can't come out. And then you loosen up the handle on the seat post, the main post, and pulls right out. You got to push a little spring button in, and then that's not going to come out of there now. And then I don't have any problems with, because I don't have it, the bag isn't big enough that it's an issue. And I keep, once I fold this basket up, I usually take a small bungee and hook over it down around the bottom, just in case when the baggage handlers are carrying it, there's a little clip that's right here that, let me get my cane out of the way, that lets that all open up, and it's spring loaded. So I don't want it opening up when we're traveling, when the baggage handlers are. So I'll add that bungee cord onto that to keep that in place. I suppose if you wanted to, you could put a small zip tie on it, and then it's really not going anywhere. Now we'll go and show you folding it up, and you do have to push forward on the you've got to push forward on the handlebars just a bit, and when you do that, it takes the tension off of this foot pedal, and it doesn't take much. It's just a little forward, and you push it, and it starts to drop down. Now, I was a little worried before, and I mentioned it, that this bag would be in the way, because it lines right up with that battery, because you can leave the battery in that when you fold it up. But it folds flat enough, and just a little push when you get down, and you heard it click into place. So now it's locked. And what's nice about this is the if you take the brake off, then the rear wheels they're now freewheel, and so you can grab it, and that's what it's meant for, these handles here, and you can stand that up, and it'll stand on its own really nice. But what's really nice about it is then you can roll it around if you need to. So if you're traveling by plane and you get to the end of the gate, because they'll let you ride it clear down to the door of the plane, you just have to, before you go, you get it's a stroller tag, and they give it to me every time. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you fold it all up. It's got the stroller tag somewhere, and then they can roll it. Because if you set that brake, these back wheels are locked. It's got, you can see the cable. It's got a disc brake there, and there the brakes lock in, and then the motor's in the front hub. So I'm really happy with it. I had mentioned in the last video that was the update to the e-trike that I wanted to get an e-trike, and we're kind of not there yet. This was gifted to me, and they want to remain anonymous, so we'll respect that. They've been running some sales on the website. I also have an affiliate link that they have so graciously allowed me to have, that is in my bio, and I'll put it down in the description of this video also. And I get a small percentage that they give me for that. We'll open it up again, and you gotta kind of lift up again when you do it, and it locks into place really well. So let me throw that, and you can leave that other seat on there. I don't know why you'd need to. Let me lock that. I don't know why you need to, but you can leave that seat where it's at, and you can put this seat on. And then it also comes with, there's a pocket on the back, and it's got a little toolkit. Oh, there's my other key I thought was at the house. But it's got a little toolkit that comes with it. It's got a little toolkit that comes with it, and spare fuse, and just everything you need to work on it. And so I keep that in this back pocket here, and it fits nice and tight, and you'll forget that it's there because it fits so nice. So that is the Snap and Go. That's the Sport. They also have another model, what I think they call a Deluxe, and I think it has a thicker padded seat, and the backrest I think is maybe a little taller. We'll pull up the website one, and I'll embed some of that into this video when we get there, and we'll take a look at that. But you can see at the time of this recording that they've got the Sport on sale for $9.99 and the Deluxe for $11.99, and you can see the difference there with the bigger seat. Same motor. You can leave that in there, and I'll just get on and show you. It's not in the way, and and it's not going anywhere. So if you're just wanting to keep track of everything, then you've got your 1, 2, 3, and the horn. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Gives everybody a nice look at it. I've been meaning to get this video done for a while. I've had this now for about a month, and boy, I can't tell you how much this saves me when I go to like Home Depot or Lowe's, or even going to the mall or Walmart. There's just no way I could walk all the way around, and so this, I can actually outpace my wife, and I'll have to really go slow with it, because it will, on the flat in the store, it'll being in the third speed that it has, it'll do 7 miles an hour, which is, you're running basically through the store at that point. So if you've got any questions, please throw them down in the comment section, and I'll be happy to try to answer those. And once again, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and we'll see you the next time on New Temporary Obsession.